Alright guys, how's it going? So in this video we're going to take a look at an article published by Steele. He's a journalist that focuses on Liverpool Football Club in that clique of Liverpool journalists. He's not a Paul Joyce or a David Ornstein or anything. Likeable lad, young kid on the block. He does these weekly Q&A articles usually for the Mail. This week it's a general roundup, if you like, of various topics, all paywalled. The builders, it's builders exclusive content, and we're going to go over basically what he's had to say. Now, I've run the entire article via Dave, my AI assistant, that's been trained to analyse football news articles, the journalists that publish them, and the platforms that publish them on us. And he keeps a log of everything that Steele says, as with every other journalist or person that we discuss on here on a regular basis. So we can always look for, changes or any flip-flopping, or whether they've gone more negative on a news article or more positive, contradictions, anything. Basically, we have a wealth of information thanks to keeping a log. So you're going to get Dave's input on this article, his verdict on each section, if you like, of the article. If you haven't got time to watch this video, it is available in text format here on coptalk.com. As you can see, there's no adverts there that are going to annoy you, because that's not what we need to do around these parts. So Steele publishes new confidential column, but is any of it actually new? So Mail Plus writer Steele has published another round of exclusive Liverpool updates in his weekly Liverpool Confidential column, a series that has become a permanent fixture behind the newspaper's paywall. Steele, who covers Liverpool for the Mail, is positioned as one of their main Merseyside correspondents, and much of his output appears on the Mail Plus subscription tier rather than the free site. The idea is to create a sense of insider access, though regular readers have increasingly questioned whether the content actually delivers anything that justifies the paywall. That's all individual choice. If you don't like it, don't fucking pay it, right? You know what I'm saying? I pay for the Times, for Joyce, obviously, and I think the Times is very, very good. And I pay for the Athletic as well. Both of those platforms, the Mail as well. There are ways to circumvent the paywall content. I'm sure someone can help you with that in the comment section. I can't encourage you to do that, but I pay for the Times and I pay for the Athletic. I think they're worth the money. I don't think the Mail is worth the money. As usual, Steele's latest article covers a broad range of topics: academy prospects, the Semenyo and Guehi situations, injury updates, and various opinion-led talking points. But how much of this is genuinely exclusive? Let's take a look. So we're going to look first of all at this update about Joshua Abe. It says the Wonderkid Joshua Abe. Steele opens by naming Abe, a 15-year-old winger described by a youth scout as the best in the country for his age group. He claims Arsenal and Chelsea are circling, and the player's father supports the Gunners. Is it new? Partly. Abe has been mentioned in academy circles for months, and the best in his age group line originated from youth accounts online. Steele's real addition is linking Arsenal's interest to the player's family background, though it's not backed by firm sourcing beyond vague references to insiders. Verdict: this is Dave's verdict. Mildly interesting, but not the bombshell the headline suggests. January transfers: Semenyo, Guehi and more. Steele repeats that Liverpool could act early in January if needed, referencing Diaz and Gakpo as past examples, when Liverpool have moved fast. Semenyo: Steele says Liverpool liked him in the summer, still admire him, and finally confirms his previously teased mystery clause is 65 million, rising to 75 million otherwise. Is this new? Not really. He wrote all of this last week, including the fee. Today's piece is essentially a rerun of that. Excuse me. Mark Guehi: Steele again says Liverpool still like him, repeats the claim that he was 99% a Liverpool player on deadline day, says the club still need a defender. Is it new information? No. The same talking points were in previous confidential installments, and that's why it's good to have Dave checking this shit for us, from logging everything. Verdict: recycled, hedged and non-committal, standard, confidential, fair. Graham Potter, the hero, sort of. Steele writes a feature-style section celebrating Sweden manager Graham Potter for resting Alexander Isak, which pleased Arne Slot. Is anything new? Not materially. Isak's minutes were publicly known and the friendship narrative is speculative fluff. Verdict, filler, presented with humour to disguise the lack of hard news. He's brutal, Dave, isn't he? Doesn't he get stuck in? Okay. Vitor Matos, I think it's Matos, and it doesn't matter. We'll call him Vitor Matos. You know what I'm like with names. If you're not Jack Daniels or John Smith, I can't pronounce anything. So Vitor Matos returning to the UK. Steele claims that the ex-Klopp coach is close to a job in the Championship after success in Portugal. New? Is it new? Well, Matos interviewing for roles has been widely reported. The only minor detail is Steele's assertion that talks with Swansea took place this week. Verdict, a light update, nothing major. Curtis Jones, World Cup chance still alive. This was touched on in the article. According to Steele, the England manager will speak to Curtis Jones soon about getting back into contention. Is it new? Partly. The managers publicly discussed reviewing fringe players, but the specific mention of an upcoming conversation may be sourced. Verdict, soft insight, probably the most inside part of the article. Alisson returning. Steele reports that Alisson is penciled in to start next week. Is it new? Not next week, sorry, Sunday. Not Sunday, this weekend, sorry. He's penciled in to start against Forest, okay? Is it new? Not really. Local journalists have already indicated he was close. It's been wildly reported, I've seen over the last few days. Verdict, a routine update, typical Mail Plus padding. What else have we got, guys? We've got Coney Doherty, praise, a positive section on the young winger and his recent performance against England under-21s. New, mostly observational commentary. Verdict, standard youth team filler. So the overall analysis by Dave, what's actually exclusive, if you like. I don't think, in fairness, I don't think it's billed as like, is exclusive new. Well, I don't know. The confidential column, if you like, is billed as exclusive, but I would argue or would say, well, does it just mean it's exclusive to the subscribers, the people that pay for it? It's a very, I don't know. But there's nothing exclusive about it, in my opinion. But anyway, after reviewing every topic, it's clear that most of Steele's content is already public knowledge or repeated from earlier Mail Plus pieces. His exclusive angle tends to be built on lightly sourced low-risk claims dressed up as confidential access. There are hedges everywhere in the article. Could, I'm told, it is believed, keep an eye on. There are no major revelations, no clear scoops, and very little hard sourcing. His biggest additions are usually a contract clause here, a scouting name there, a soft claim about who's keeping an eye on whom. It's safe journalism, formatted to appear insiderish, but without the substance to match. Why is it behind a paywall? Because Mail Plus isn't selling exclusives, it's selling the feeling of exclusivity. Steele's column is part of a broader business model. Daily, consistent content that sounds premium, even if it isn't groundbreaking. For fans who don't follow Liverpool news obsessively, the roundups are neat. For supporters who are plugged into multiple sources or follow Cocktail, the value is minimal. And that's quite a good explanation by Dave there, I think. If you're not, if you're a bit of a casual fan and you don't, spend your life following Liverpool news and digesting it like we do, then, take it to pieces or whatever, then a casual fan would read that and think, fucking hell, this lad knows his stuff. So Dave's verdict, Louis Steele's latest confidential column continues his usual pattern. Well written, easy to read, lightly sourced, but rarely revelatory. More commentary than journalism, decent context, limited actual exclusivity. The article's main function seems to be filling the Mail Plus pipeline, not breaking genuine Liverpool news. Steele's latest confidential reads less like inside information and more like a tidy Sunday roundup you get from a well-informed mate in the pub, packaged behind a premium subscription label. If you want actual exclusives, you'd have better luck listening to the airport taxi driver who once picked up Richard Hughes. And I think, you know, Dave's done quite well with his verdict there, because if you have got that knowledgeable Liverpool fan that reads everything and sees everything and that, like what we do, and you know, I can sit in a boozer on a weekend, have a conversation with a Liverpool fan. You know, if I bump into, I'm a Liverpool fan, and you start talking, and I read all that shit, you know, say, oh, this is you come across as the most knowledgeable person in the world, right? It's just about the level of, you know, how much you get into this stuff. So I don't know. To be honest with you, Lewis Steele, I think he's a likeable lad. I don't see any value in his stuff, but I can imagine that his articles are well written. I think they are easy to read, and if you want a summary of what's going on at Liverpool without, you know, spending hours and hours and hours every day following various people or various news outlets, I guess it does offer something of interest. I don't think it's worthy of paying it. I don't see it as exclusive material, but that's because I check everything for you guys all the time. So anyway, I wanted to go over that article. There isn't a lot to talk about at the moment. I do like to take a look at Lewis Steele's articles, as I do any other journalist. I like to see what they're saying, and sometimes it's good just to break it all down, I think, for you guys, you know. All right, I'm going to leave it with you. I know it wasn't a very exciting video, but it wasn't exactly highly exciting content either. But you know, these journalists that say, oh yeah, it's one to watch, okay, that's a bit obvious, isn't it? You know what I mean? Listen, if you found this video informative, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment as well. There's a love art under the video called the super thanks if you want to support the channel. I'm super and I deserve thanks, all right? And there's 3 links in the video description if you want to buy me a beer, for example. Revolut is my beer kitty. The other 2 are exactly the same, but yeah, I'm all right though. I'm on an all-inclusive, and I don't drink very often, to be honest with you. I like my one day out a week on a Saturday, and on Saturday I will venture out, watch the game. I'm going to try and find a bar in the resort here and watch the game. I did bring my my Fire TV, what's it called, my stick, you know, but it won't fit in the back of the telly. I forgot that bit that makes it doesn't matter. I've got to go. I'd rather watch it in a fucking bar anyway, to be honest with you. So yeah, massive shout out to those of you that do top up me beer kitty. But more importantly, guys, thumbs up the video and drop me a comment. I love to hear your comments. You know what I mean? When I'm sat with my missus, yeah, did you see what that you know, oh yeah, and I'm just feeding your comments there. Oh yeah, oh aye, yeah, you know what I'm saying? All right, guys, thumbs up, comment, and we'll speak in a bit. All right.